Good morning, everybody. Today I will just take you to the jet engine lab where various type of engines and other equipments, servicing equipments are there. This is our AME department entrance where the training manager sits inside, and this is the entrance to the jet engine bay, jet engine workshop. We are entering inside. This is a combined bay for jet engine and machine shop, but this right side we have the jet engine shop. First, in any shop you have to follow some safety precautions, that posters and all it is used. When we work on the machine, we have to, suppose in lathe or whatever welding machine, goggles we must wear, gloves and all, okay, if it is welding. So like that in jet engine shop also various safety precautions are to be followed while we are working in the engine and crane and all, okay. So this is the jet engine bay. First, the stand in that equipment zone is auxiliary power unit. This is fitted the tail section of the aircraft for ground servicing and engine starting and providing air conditioning, compressed air and electrical energy when the aircraft main engine is not running. After landing, pilot will switch off the main engine, starting the APU on, or the ground crew themselves can start the auxiliary power unit, so that we get the electrical energy and air conditioning for servicing purpose. So when we get inside, light must be there. So first one is fuel filter, then turbine, compressor, air inlet, and this is the accessory gearbox. This is a generator. So the generator generate the electrical energy for the aircraft for servicing purpose. So the technician get inside the aircraft or do some maintenance work, they need electrical power to check the systems and to remove components and fit it or whatever it is. During that time, air conditioning also required. So when the APU is running, you will get the air conditioning and the electrical energy. So next one is the turbo shaft engine. This stand, it is the engine which is powering helicopters. Normally this type of engines are used in helicopters. Here the shaft horsepower is produced. So all the energy which is extracted by the turbine is utilized to run the shaft, so that from the shaft it goes to the main rotor blade and tail rotor blade. Power transmissions are there. So all the energy extracted by the turbine is used to convert it into shaft horsepower. Only very little energy is thrust is produced by the exhaust gases, say for 5% or so. 95% energy is used, converted into shaft horsepower. So when we come to the lab, originally this is the intake side where the green color air enters, and then compressor, and it goes up to exhaust. This is the main rotor mast of the helicopter, that also we have. So power is transmitted to main rotor transmission shaft. The materials used for engines are very special materials, so that we will not get it from the civil market. There is some first aid safety precautions also there. Communication should be proper, we should wear shoes, take all the precautions which is mentioned in the aircraft maintenance manual. So we are not going to work on based on your studies at the school by remembrance, but every time when we carry out the work, you will have to refer the aircraft maintenance manual, engine maintenance manual or component maintenance manual. Then only we have to carry out. Schedules will be there, what is the work to be carried out, but detailed procedure will be given in the aircraft maintenance manual. So we have to lead the literatures and follow safety precaution, collect tools and all. This is also one type of turbo shaft engine used in the helicopter. We have got turbo jet engine, turbo shaft engine, turbo propeller engine, turbo fan engine. 4 type of jet engines are there. So latest Boeing and Airbus and all, it is using turbo fan engine, and the SpiceJet, that Q400 and all, it is using turbo propeller engine for the commercial air transport. Various type of aircraft also shown in this gallery, aircraft photographs gallery. We have got 300, 400 photo gallery in this So you can also visualize various type of aircraft. This is a mock-up made by students, alumni. So they have made the lubrication system of engine dry sump lubrication system. So various components are shown here, how the engine is getting lubricated, what are the components, how it is finally going as oil jet to the bearings, rotating bearings inside the engine, and how the return oil is going, pressure supply and return supply. We have got the Avon, Rolls-Royce Avon aero engine, completely split, each and every major component. The student can visualize what is the sequence of the components, how it is fitted, what is the purpose, what are the internal constructions, everything is there, so that we can see. These are all the accessory table which is shown here. Accessory gearbox, fuel pump, oil pump, hydraulic pump. When the main engine runs, this is attached. Since it is attached with the accessory main engine, these accessories are running whenever the main engine is running. And various components shown here: combustion chamber, fuel pump, fuel governor, and various other clamps used in the engine. Material used for these engine components, including engine, are special materials, pneumonics, titanium, like that, fuel filter, and the depiction of engine oil lubrication system is also shown here, and various components sketches are also depicted here, so that every time when we get any clarification, we can refer from here as a basic. 4 type of engines are shown here. What I was telling is turbo jet engine, turbo fan engine, turbo propeller engine in the white board behind. So these are all the various components of the jet engine. Combustion chamber, fuel filter, fuel control governor, exhaust system and turbines. So this is what is the turbine assembly shown here. This is the main component of the turbine engine. This is only because of expanding gases, burnt gases, the turbine is being rotated. Turbine is, since it is connected to the compressor, it rotates the compressor and accessories. Along with the compressor, accessory drive is there. So this is the combustion chamber area, diffuser, inside the compressor, bottom half. Accessory means the rotational gears are there. Drive is taken from the rotating shaft inside, the bigger one, where you can see the holes. From that, gears are there inside. From that, drive is taken out for running the fuel pump, oil pump, hydraulic pump, etc. And this is also a complete picture of the jet engine. It is shown here. Every part. This is the compressor top half. This is the compressor, 15 stage compressor. Purpose of the compressor is to handle the atmospheric air and compress it. Every stage it is compressing and giving it a higher pressure to the combustion chamber via diffuser. So this is the starting component, air inlet, and compressor is the starting component of the engine. Air inlet, compressor, then it goes diffuser, then combustion chamber, then turbine and exhaust, like that. So this is the air intake. This is the assembled auxiliary power unit, which is fitted to the tail section empennage of the aircraft, which gives the electrical energy and compressed air when the main engine is not running, and also to start the main engine where the ground supply power is not available. Using APU itself, we can start the main engine of the aeroplane. It is installed in the aircraft itself, aircraft component. So these two engines at the center are the Russian engine powering MiG-21 aircraft, R11 engines. the green, the center one, green air intake, green color air intake. That first one